Hello again, Internet. Long time no see. I know I left you with a bit of a cliffhanger in my last video. Oh my god, you didn't get to see my souvenirs. What was I thinking? I'm horrible. So it's only one day later, so I'm filming today. I've charged my camera. It's coming. Okay. I guess that's all I really have to say. Let's just get to it. I actually did keep a note in my phone the entire time that I was in Disney, where I just kept track. It wasn't on this phone, it was on my old phone, but I just kept track of how many times I wrote everything. I literally got in line and added a little number to it. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at some of these stats here. I made 3 trips to Universal Studios. I went to Islands of Adventure all 3 of those times. One of those times I also went to the original Universal Studios park. So it was 3 times Islands of Adventure, 1 time Universal. At Universal, we rode the big rides 1 time each, so that was Shrek, Mummy, Simpsons, Men in Black, E.T., and Despicable Me. At Universal Studios Islands of Adventure, we rode the Dragon Challenge a total of 3 times throughout our program. We rode the Jurassic Park River Adventure that 1 time. We all remember how that turned out.
We made a mistake.
There's a reason we only rode it once. We rode Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey 7 times, so that's what I rode the most at Universal. Flight of the Hippogriff once, Spider-Man twice, Hulk once, Cat in the Hat once, Poseidon's Temple once, Ripsaw Falls once. So that was everything for Universal Studios. As for the water parks, I only made it to Blizzard Beach once, which again, kind of a shame because I never got to ride Summit Plummet, but at Typhoon Lagoon I went 3 times. One of which was for the Starlit Splash, where we got to stay in after the park closed, so that was really cool. Now for the main Disney parks. I'm gonna do the parks in order of least visited to most visited, so the park I went to the least was Animal Kingdom, which is hard to believe because I feel like I vlogged from there the most. But I went to Animal Kingdom 11 times on my program. Also, if I walked through the gates, it counted as a trip to the park. So even if I just went for fireworks or just went to buy something, I counted it as a trip to the parks, just so you know. So yeah, Animal Kingdom, 11 times. I rode It's Tough to Be a Bug 6 times, Primeval Whirl 4 times, never rode Triceratops Spin, saw Finding Nemo 4 times, did the Maharaja Jungle Trek once, rode Cali River Rapids once, never saw the Flight of Wonder show, went on Kilimanjaro Safari 6 times, did the Panjani Jungle Trek once, saw Festival of the Lion King 4 times, took the train to Conservation Station once, went to Rafiki's Planet Watch once. And the ride that I rode the most at Animal Kingdom, and the most out of all rides in Disney World, this is the ride I rode the most. Expedition Everest with 19 rides. It's the most I rode anything. I feel like every single time we went, we rode it at least twice, if not 3 times. Plus I got to ride it those 3 times that I went with the lights on, so that was kind of cool. Next up is Epcot, which I went to 12 times, just 1 time more than Animal Kingdom. So I rode Spaceship Earth 4 times, Seas with Nemo and Friends 4 times, Turtle Talk with Crush 3 times. Never went on Living with the Land, never saw Circle of Life. I went on Imagination with Figment twice, saw Captain EO once, and only once. Mission Space I went on a total of 6 times. I did the orange version 3 times and the green version 3 times. Sum of All Thrills, which is where you design a roller coaster, I went on that twice. I saw Illuminations 5 times. I never rode the ride in Mexico, although I have on previous vacations. And I rode Maelstrom 3 times. And the rides I rode the most are tied. Soarin' and Test Track I rode 8 times each. So we didn't do a whole lot of riding in Epcot. It was mostly eating. We were in Epcot, yeah. Next up is Hollywood Studios, which I went to 15 times. I rode Tower of Terror 13 times, which is kind of cool. That I rode it 13 times on my program. That's kind of spooky. I saw Beauty and the Beast twice. I saw Fantasmic 6 times. I never took the animation drawing tour, but I took 5 drawing classes while I was there. Never saw Disney Junior live. Saw Voyage of the Little Mermaid once, rode the Great Movie Ride 5 times, rode Toy Story Mania 5 times, saw One Man's Dream 3 times, never saw the American Idol Experience, saw Indiana Jones twice, did the Legend of Captain Jack Sparrow thing once, Went on Star Tours 7 times. Saw Muppet Vision 3D twice. Saw Light Motors Actions twice. Never did the Backlot Studio Tour, which is something I've done on previous vacations, but somehow I never got around to doing it on my program. And I never played in the Honey, I Shrunk the Audience playset. But the ride that I rode the most in Hollywood Studios was Rock and Roller Coaster 15 times, which basically means I rode it at least once every time I went. You know, I averaged 1 Rock and Roller Coaster ride per visit to studios, so that's kind of cool. Last but not least, obviously this is going to be the most visited, Magic Kingdom Park. 25 times. I visited 10 times more than the next most visited park. I'm a Magic Kingdom girl, what can I say? So, I rode the Magic Kingdom Railroad 4 times. Never rode the Main Street Trolley while I was there. I saw Wishes 14 times. I saw Celebrate the Magic 9 times. I met Magician Mickey once. I met the princesses once. I went on Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse once. I rode the Jungle Cruise 7 times. Went on the Enchanted Tiki Room 3 times. Went on Pirates of the Caribbean 15 times. That's a lot. Never rode Magic Carpets of Aladdin. Went on Splash Mountain 15 times, and that was with it opening in March. I was only able to ride it half of my program, and I rode it 15 times. We rode Big Thunder Mountain 11 times. Never went to Tom Sawyer Island. Saw Country Bear 8 times. Reppin' my bears. Went on Hall of Presidents once. Went on Haunted Mansion 16 times. That was a close second place for my most ridden ride of Magic Kingdom. Went on the Liberty Bell once. Went on Small World 3 times. Peter Pan's Flight 5 times. Cinderella's Castle twice. Or it's Prince Charming's Carousel. I realized that at some point. I've been calling it the wrong thing my whole life. My life is a lie. Mickey's PhilharMagic 5 times. Winnie the Pooh 3 times. Mad Hatter's Tea Party twice. Enchanted Tales with Belle once, Journey of the Little Mermaid 6 times, Dumbo the Flying Elephant twice, The Barnstormer once, Stitch's Great Escape 3 times, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor 8 times, one of my favorites, the Tomorrowland Indy Speedway once, the Tomorrowland Transit Authority or People Mover 7 times, the Astro Orbiter once, Carousel of Progress 3 times, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin 14 times, and my most ridden ride of Magic Kingdom, Space Mountain, with 17 times, just one more than Haunted Mansion. So that's pretty good. You can definitely tell I took advantage of this program. And it was really fun being able to look back and see like how many times I rode what. I'm really glad I did that. That was a cool thing. So I guess now I'll show you some souvenirs. Some people really wanted to see them. They were all sorts of upset that I didn't do it in the last video. So okay, let's take a look at the souvenirs. Let's do this. We will start here on my bed. Mickey I had beforehand, as well as Winnie the Pooh over there. But my Eeyore pillow pet is new. Look how cute he is! I love him. I cuddle with him a lot. He's very soft. I got this Donald Duck sweatshirt because Donald Duck is one of my 2 Disney boyfriends. The other being Walt Disney, which is why I got this shirt with just his giant face on it. Oh yeah. I got this Mickey Mouse sweater from Trendy. Super cute, super comfortable. Gonna be awesome for classes. I got this super cute cropped t-shirt with the Walt Disney World on it and all the characters. I love it a lot. As we come over here, you'll see my little Disney memory box that Disney gives you when you complete your program. Right now I have a picture of us holding egg signs in it, but I'm gonna change it to a prettier picture. Inside here, I have all of my I'm Celebrating buttons. Here's my one from Dapper Day, my DCP Roomies one, the generic My DCP one that I got the very first day when my dad and I went to Magic Kingdom before I checked in. This is the one that I wore on my last night of working in Goofy's when we went out to dinner with my coworkers. This is the Reunited button I wore when me and Kenny were reunited on our little vacation. Here's the one from Tara's birthday, and here's the one from when I maxed out on Buzz and was a galactic hero. Also in here is my autograph book, which you'll see is unfortunately very empty. Right in the front here, I have the menu from the Hoopty-Doo review when my dad went the night before we left. I went through and wrote in the names of all the characters I wanted to get signatures of on the pages, so that I knew when I got them and I knew which ones I still needed. And I didn't do a good job. I didn't see as many characters as I wish I had, but I'll show you what I got. I had Mickey Mouse right here up front. There's Minnie, Donald, Daisy, and Goofy's says, "You're my hero," because I was wearing my Galactic Hero button when I met him. There's Aladdin and Pluto. There's Princess Jasmine. There's Alice. All those ones I missed. Gaston. Cinderella. And Prince Charming wasn't signing out autographs when he was out for Valentine's Day, but I at least got the Valentine with his name on it. There's Ariel. Eric never came out, so I never got Eric. But there's Mary Poppins, and she was signing for Mr. Penguin at our housing event. Peter Pan. And I'm very bitter that I never got Wendy. We all know that story. There's Pocahontas. Princess Aurora. And the Valentine from her prince. Snow White and the Prince, but I never got Snow White's actual autograph. Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. There's her actual signature. Here's the one from Valentine's Day. Buzz Lightyear actually has a stamp, which is kind of cool. Russell from Up and Winnie the Pooh. Tigger. Eeyore. My love. Merida, she was super cool to meet. Rafiki's signature's looking a little iffy there. And that's it. So yeah, could have done better on the autographs, but what are you gonna do? You can only fit so much in a program. Also over here is my name tag and the fast passes that you saw in the last video. This is a little thing that Disney sent me after Kenny and I stayed at All-Star Sports. And here's my official certificate of completion. Yay! There's my giant bowl of pins, which I think I'll save for their own video. Up here are all my ear hats. I got all of these on my program except for one. One of the Year of a Million Dream hats I got on my vacation. My family and I went, it was the summer before I was a sophomore in high school. So it was a little while ago. I want to say like 2008. And it was the Year of a Million Dreams. And as a magical moment, they gave us free ear hats when we were walking around, you know, on our way to breakfast one morning in Epcot. So everyone in my family got one of those for free. And I've kept it because, you know, it's technically my first ear hat. One day at work on my program, a leader comes up to me with a Year of a Million Dreams hat and says, "Hey, do you want one of these?" And I'm like, "Sure. Aren't these like really old?" And they're like, "Yep. They found a whole box of them in a merchandise warehouse somewhere. They don't have a SKU anymore, so we can't sell them, so we're giving them to cast members as a magical moment." So I ended up getting a second pair like 5 years later, which is kind of cool. I also bought these limited time magic ones that they released in January, and they're super cute. I got my Donald Duck ones, and of course the graduation ears they give us with my name on the back. I love my graduation ears. Also over here on my desk, this is the ornament that I got. They just released a line of ornaments with all of the female characters represented as shoes. So this is the Mary Poppins shoe, because I love Mary. They didn't have Wendy, or else I probably would have gotten Wendy, but Mary's just as good. And my friend at Disney's Days of Christmas at Downtown Disney personalized it for me. Thank you, Cameron. It is beautiful. So it says Amy's DCP, and then it's got 2013 on the back, and I love it because even though it's an ornament, it still looks cute sitting out on my desk. I also got some mugs, so let's go look at those. You guys might remember when I got this mug. It was in one of my earlier videos, but this is my favorite travel mug now. It says, "Please stand clear of my coffee," with the monorail on it. And then it says, "Por favor, manténganse alejado de mi café." Accurate. I also bought this mug, which is Goofy's hat with his little ears, because I worked at Goofy's, so I thought that was appropriate. And of course, I had to get this Donald Duck mug because I love Donald, and it's just too stinking cute. His signature's on there somewhere, I thought. Maybe not, maybe I lied. Oh, duh, it's on the inside. Hehe. So yeah, that's adorable. So I think that's it for souvenirs. I think I showed you guys everything there is to see. Like I said, my pins will have their own video because there's so many of them. So that'll probably be next, is a pin video, and then I'll do the frequently asked questions video, and then I'll do a things I wish I knew video, followed by merchandise, Goofy video, picking up shifts, all that other good stuff I mentioned. So keep a lookout for that. My new channel with my roommates will be starting on Friday, which I'm not sure when this video will be uploaded, so the new video might already be up, or it might be coming up soon, so if you want to take a look at that, you can go ahead. The description will have the link if you want to check it out or subscribe. And otherwise, I'll see you guys soon. Bye!